Yeah, yeah. Kid, man, it's the kid. 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 It's the kid, man. So this is pretty much just a little Friday night Q&A. Let's chat whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever takes your fancy. Your boy HH here is here to answer your call, man. So I've got some champagne here. Got some champagne here. I don't know. I've got champagne here. Monetto Prosecco. That's how you go. Don't know why Joachim Löw is still in the job. That's the first thing. Wijnaldum for Holland is tier two. That's another thing. I am looking forward to see what Victor Osimhen is going to do for Nigeria. That's another thing. A Kante vid is going to be dropping very soon. Another thing. Patreon. Talked about Attack on Titan on Patreon. Talked about a little bit about Del Piero and all those guys on Patreon. All those things are all good there in there. So everything is all good and all quality. And remember my other YouTube channel. I don't know how many guys know about this. Have Hopes Hot. It's called a Have Hopes Hot. So what you need to do just go to the channel, click on whatever this stuff is in there, and then you can go in and subscribe on Have Hopes Hot, man. But yeah, but look, man, that Germany Netherlands game, man, was pretty good. That was a pretty damn good game, and I think pretty much all of the games that they've had have been like amazing. I think they've been like an average of like 3, 4, 5 goals all in their games, man. So it's been damn good. It's been damn good, I think so. Germany really stole that game from them and Amsterdam, but I think Holland, they're not there yet. This ain't the Rijkaard Holland. This ain't the Robin Snyder kind of Holland when these guys were real money, but they're getting there. And I think for Koeman, he's building something. You know, your boy Koeman is building something. What's up to the peace, man? What's happening, man? What's happening? Welcome to that stream, man. Welcome to that stream. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Aloha, aloha, aloha. Getting some new peeps in there, man. What's up, man? Yo, yo, yo. What up? 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 Remember, this is an open Q&A session, man. So all your questions hopefully would try and be answered. And so forth. I have watched Pulp Fiction. I've watched it. You know, um, that's either that or either Pulp Fiction. Ow, my nail. Either Pulp Fiction or Kill Bill Volume One is are Tarantino's best films. Either one of those two are Tarantino's best films. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nah, trash. Close to trash, but that I believe is his worst film. So all those guys saying, which is why I'm so worried about Joker. Which is why I'm so worried about the Joker film because everyone gave Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like crazy, amazing like reviews, like 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. I watched the film and if I was giving it stars, I'd give that film 2.5 stars. 2.5, and that 2.5 is just because it's very well made, man. See, look, man, rolling your questions in, man. Rolling your questions in, man. I will do my best to try and answer as many of your questions in here as possible, man. It's Friday night. I've just been trying to just chill, trying to take care of a few things. I'm just trying to take care of a few things. Life has been coming in through. So top five goal scorers of all time. Top five goal scorers of all time. You've got to look at Gedmola. You've got to look at Ibrahimovic. You've got to look at Miroslav Klose. You've got to look at Alan Shearer. And then you probably have to look at, I was just Batistuta. You're probably rolling, but it's tough because for me, when we look at goal scorers, is what? So I mean, how are we rating it? Are we rating it based on people who scored a lot of goals? Remember, guys, in the end, like the vid, man, thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up for the vid. Like the vid, man. Give it a thumbs up for that vid. So when you're talking about goal scorers, are you saying um, just scoring a lot of goals, or when he score, because this is what I always say. It's not how many you score, it's when you score. So if you're saying those clutch goal scorers, I mean, you have to look at Ronaldo, you have to look at Raul, you have to look at closer. But if you're just saying volume of goals, then you're looking at Lewandowski. Salah might be getting in there as well. Flipping Batistuta may be getting in there as well. Flipping Cristiano in there as well. So, um, no, but I think if you just say all round, yeah, I think get Muller, closer, um, Ronaldo, probably both were Ronaldos, and then you roll in there with probably Messi. Um, so those are the ones that I will roll with, man. Yo, what's up? What's up, my Netherlands people? Well done, man. Well done. Netherlands are looking good, man. You know what I've always said? One of my favorite teams of all time. Again, one of my favorite managers of all time. Favorite teams of all time. That's Netherlands Euro 2000 team, man. That Euro 2000 team that Netherlands had under Rijkaard was a fantastic team. How they didn't win that Euro 2000 is beyond me. That was an amazing team that played probably the best attacking football you'll ever see. That Holland Euro 2000 team, man. Those guys were damn good, man. Those guys were damn good, man. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Look, I saw. So this whole Kai Havertz, I get it. Like he was probably playing in under pretty tough circumstances. Kai Havertz, but so I can't judge him based on that game because I think that game was a game in which it's a very tough game to come into, and Netherlands completely dominated that game. So it is very hard to come off the bench and try and change things as an individual in a game like that. But Kai Havertz hasn't really shown me anything to say, oh, geez, this guy should be that dude. But I will keep a close eye on him because Leverkusen, I believe they're in the Champions League, aren't they? I think Leverkusen are in the Champions League, so that is the best place for him to really shine through, shine, 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 shine. What are your thoughts on Higain this season so far? For me, he looks slimmer, sharper, and so unselfish. Time will tell. Time will tell. I still believe that he's declined. His best days are past him, and he will always give you one great game. These days will give you one great game. Can he give you five great games? Can he give you six, seven, eight really good games? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So you can't just judge him based on just having one really good game. Just say, okay, how well does he do the next game, and the next game? If it's me and I'm a manager, I keep Mandzukic. I have more faith in Mandzukic than I do of Higuain because remember, the goal scorer of the team is Cristiano, and Ramsey can pop in with some goals as well. Costa can pop in with some goals as well. So, and remember, strikers are changing. So, are you keeping Higuain because he makes Cristiano better? Are you sure Mandzukic can't make Cristiano better, i.e., playing playing that target man role? So, I don't really know where we are with that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love. And remember, man, if you're about, man, remember to support your boy on Patreon. I will try and post more Patreon updates because the Patreon, of course, that's how you support your boy HH. But I try and post content in it. So I've posted something about Kante, in my opinion, being the best box to box player of all time. So patrons can view that early, and I'm going to put that on YouTube, maybe beginning of next week or maybe later on Sunday. And I've done a little piece on Del Piero and how I believe that Del Piero could have been the greatest Italian player of all time, and he could have been a Ballon d'Or winner. So, and that Del Piero vid is an exclusive for the Patreons about in there, man. So, Busquets best player of all time. Okay, I don't really know what you're smoking. Oh yeah, I've heard about Parasites. I think it's won the Palme d'Or. I think it's in it. That's like the Korean movie. I think it's a Korean movie. But yeah, if it's a Korean movie, I know I definitely want to watch it because Korea makes some great films. Flipping Old Boy, flipping The Chaser. Korea makes some damn good films, man. So I will give that things. Thoughts on Genie in number 10? Doesn't require you to be a playmaker, but to use the space very well and has instinctive one touch link up play and finishing. Yeah, for me, I think it's just how the managers use him because I think um Klopp's system is different. Klopp's system is different. The players around Wijnaldum is different. So I think Wijnaldum is used much more as a pure midfielder for Liverpool. But I think if Klopp looks at what Koeman is doing with Holland, I think maybe that the number 10 that they're looking for might be Wijnaldum because I think he has great energy. He knows how to make very smart runs. And I think he is a danger running in from midfield. And as you can see, the guy can finish, the guy can play a pass, the guy makes smart decisions. So but remember, Holland have a different set of players who think they differently. So, and when you're in a team, you're feeding off what other players are doing. So the kind of concoction of Wijnaldum, Babel, Promise, and the Pie is very different. So they have like a very kind of different kind of understanding, as opposed to the kind of because I think almost in Liverpool it's like that's three of Salah, Mane, and Firmino are sort of separated from the midfield. So the midfield are separated from there. But how Coman was doing is that they didn't have a striker. So he really wanted all of them to really form and really try and create things together. And it was much more about those midfielders coming in, actually breaking into the attacking area. So it's really based upon the formation and the teams that you have. Javi is overrated. Not sure about that. How good do you think Mbappe will be? Um, he has to leave PSG. 100%. Mbappe has to leave PSG. The longer that Mbappe stays at PSG playing in the Uber Eats League on, he's not going to develop into the player that he needs to be. How you improve, especially if you're a young player, you need to play at the very highest level. If you play at the very highest level, that is where you're going to pretty much test yourself and really show how good you really are. So I think Mbappe can be the best player in the world, especially if by the time Mbappe is 25, 26, Messi and Cristiano will be long gone. Because I think he's 20 now. So 5, 6 years time, Messi and Cristiano like they'll be long gone. So I remember 25, 26, 27, that is really your peak. So if Mbappe makes that move to Real Madrid, he's playing at Real Madrid, he's playing in La Liga, he's playing in a much more tougher league, that will sharpen his senses, that will improve him, and he needs to be played right coach, top tier team, top tier league, Mbappe can be the best player in the world because he has all the tools. He has the tools that he just needs to develop, and the only way he'll develop is by playing for a much more higher quality team. Man, where do you rate Messi and Cristiano all time? Top five, top 10. Messi is top five. Cristiano, you could argue top 10, top 12. Top 10, top 12. I can't put Cristiano top 5 of all time. But Messi is top 5 all time. Despite his hang-ups internationally, just as far as just being a player, as far as footballers, how good you are as a footballer, Messi is top 5 all time. He's top 5 all time. Um, Ericsson or Rakitic? Different players. Different players. If I was creating a team, I'd have more use for Ericsson than Rakitic because Ericsson is a playmaker. And what I've always said is that Ericsson has never been in an amazing team. So if I'm building like an ultimate team, and I was like, okay, I've had this, I've got my striker, wingers, and everything, and I have a choice between Ericsson and Rakitic. I'll choose Ericsson because I know that man, this guy is a creator and he can create for this my striker. If I put Rakitic in there, he's not really going to help elevate my team. He is just going to be there just to help, just to pretty much pardon and just keep my midfield quality. Something's popping for a goal. But if I have a really good team, Ericsson will elevate my team and he will improve my team. So I would choose Ericsson over there. How overrated is Totti? Um, how overrated is Totti? Totti, I would say, was slightly overrated, Very good player, amazing player, slightly overrated. Because I don't think that he made that much of a big enough impact in the game. Now, it's sort of similar story to Gerrard. What if, because Totti, 2000, 2002, he was the best Premier League in the world. He's the hands down. He was the best number 10 in the world. So if he had left Roma and moved to a Barcelona or Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich or a Man United and tested himself at a bigger team, I think maybe people would have viewed him differently. So that was remains to be seen. Benzema. Thoughts on the PSG dressing room now that Icardi has joined the party? Thoughts on the PSG dressing room that basically wonder. That's the key thing. How that is going to go is all based on what Wanda is going to do. So if Wanda keeps her mouth shut and she doesn't really say so much, there's not going to be any. Mario Kart is not the issue. He's not the issue. He plays football. The issue is his wife. That's the issue. So as long as she just keeps quiet, she doesn't say anything, there is no issue. So the what you should be asking is Wanda. What is she going to do? Is she going to now create a force or create something? The reason why Cardi has left Inter Milan is because of that. But it could be a blessing in disguise. So Icardi ending up at PSG through these circumstances could be a blessing in disguise. We know PSG are a bunch of bricks. We know that they are champions of perennial losers. We know about the miracle at Camp Nou, which actually did this very room that I'm in. But PSG do still have amazing players. They still have Mbappé. And through some crazy miracle, they still have Neymar. So Icardi, in a weird roundabout way, has found himself in a top team, which is something that I think he was always looking towards. Because I think Icardi thought, oh, I'm just going to be at Inter all the time, and I'm like, right. So now Icardi now has the chance to prove whether you're really that great, how great you are as a striker, whether you deserve to be called a world-class striker. Because if he now balls for PSG in the Champions League and now succeeds where Cavani fails, bro, nothing more needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be said. So remember, guys, the super chats will get priority, man. So if you want a shout out and want your question to be read out 100%, you can always use the super chats, man. You can always use the super chats. What the? Oh wow! So thank you, super chat there from Mr. Jonas Philbeck. Thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Much obliged, Mr. Jonas Philbeck. So Jonas Philbeck says, controversial opinion, but Bergkamp had a better ball control and technique than Zidane. Do you agree? Jonas Philbeck, thank you very much for the super chat, and I believe you may actually be a patron as well. Zidane is the better player overall. Zidane is a better player than Beckham overall. Zidane is a horseman. Zidane is one of the greatest players of all time. Technically speaking, for pure technical ability, and I think I've somehow said this, Dennis Bergkamp, I believe, was the most gifted technical player of all time. Technical ability. Now, what I mean by technique is the specific things you're able to do with the ball, how you're able to manipulate the ball control, movements within the ball, how you can execute the ball and different things. What Dennis Beckham, and this is for hardcore football connoisseurs. Only when you look at football very specifically, very closely, some of the things that Dennis Beckham did, no other football player has ever done before. Which is why it's like his technical ability and skill, best of all time, greatest of all time. Like nobody's coming close. So Zidane is overall the better player, 100%. Overall, taking everything into account, goal scoring, influence in the game, impact the game overall. Technical ability, technique, Dennis Bergkamp. And I don't think there has ever been a more gifted technical player than Dennis Bergkamp. So that's where I standing there, man. See what you guys are saying, man. So remember, guys, thank you for that super chats, man. Send in those super chats. They help support your boy. They help support your boy, the HH Kid, man. And like that vid, man. So Messi is only truly great in a 4-3-3 with generational talents in midfield. So, and I think this is what some people keep on saying is that I think I mentioned this briefly in my vid. So Messi can only play in one system. Messi is a system merchant. How good would Messi be if he wasn't at Barcelona with those midfield? Last season was Iniesta playing for Barcelona last season. Was Xavi playing for Barcelona last season? No. Busquets is much older. Him the same Busquets that he was in 2011 or 09. And Messi almost single-handedly won a treble for Barcelona. So that negates to the point about he's only truly great with generational talents. And as I've already said before, you can make an argument that Messi's best season as an individual was last season. I get the whole thing of him scoring all those goals in a calendar year, but you can make an argument that Messi's best season as an individual, what he was able to do as an individual was last season. And this whole notion that Messi couldn't work well in other leagues. So is David Silva a better player than Messi? Is Cazorla a better player than Messi? Is Rodri a better player than... So all these guys who've come from La Liga and moved to the Premier League and have been some of the best players in the Premier League. So if Messi was to be at Man City or at Liverpool, he wouldn't destroy throughout the league. Because what is always known, especially in the Premier League, is if you're good, you're good. If you're technically good, you're good. So if you just give Messi the ball in the Premier League, he's gonna ball and he's gonna dance. He's gonna ball and he's gonna dance. So that's the thing there, man. And the guys, hit your boy up there with that super chatty Mose, man. And then I will be able to read out your question, give you a shout out, and I will always give the super chats priority. Zidane is the most overrated footballer ever. How is he overrated? Based on what? You know, based on what? World Cup winner, European Cup winner, scored in 2 different World Cup finals, scored 2 goals in the World Cup final in '98. Pretty much was the heart and soul of that French team. Won a Champions League with Real Madrid, scored perhaps one of the greatest goals ever in a Champions League final. So what about that is overrated? You know, I just don't get it. Oh, because it wasn't consistent enough for about 5, 6, 7 years. For me, it's your impact. What did you do at your very best? It's your impact. Your impact is always key. Oh, sorry, Naza, did you put a super chat? I'm not sure that I saw that, man. Let me see what go on. Oh, sorry, Naza. I think I missed out your super chats, man. Do you have a wife, girlfriend, or children? So, no wife, girlfriend, complicated, no kids. No kids, you know, no kids at the moment. Maybe I'll have kids maybe in the next years, but at the way that my life is currently right now, I don't think I can get kids. But apart from like girlfriend, it's complex. It's complicated, you know. As I say, on and off, man. On and off, man. On and off. Hazard or David Silva? Hazard can do more. Hazard can do more. David Silva is very good, but I think David Silva, he is dependent on a particular system to thrive, i.e. a passing system. Could David Silva be effective in a counter-attacking, defensive, pragmatic system? Hazard was amazing under Mourinho's system. He was amazing under Conte's system, and he was amazing under Sarri's systems. 3 different systems he bowled in. So he can bowl in a defensive system, pragmatic system, different kinds of formations, different philosophies. So for that fact, I feel that Hazard as an individual can pretty much show out and really make an impact as an individual in a mirrored and a difference of styles, man. So I'm taking Hazard, man. Um, top five keepers of all time. Um, top five keepers of all time. Can Buffon, even if he Can Buffon, Schmeichel, um, maybe Toldo, Francesco Toldo, and who else? What was my our time? Pagluka was pretty good. Pagluka was pretty good. Perotti was pretty good as well. I swear I'm missing someone. Oh, Casillas. Gotta say Casillas. Remember, this is them at their heights. They're them at their heights. You could roll with like, because forget about Casillas at the tail end of his career. Casillas at his heights was amazing. Casillas at his heights was flipping amazing, man. So you can't lie there, man. Thoughts on Joker after new reviews. I don't trust reviews. It's getting me excited, man. So I won't lie. I am insanely excited. I'm insanely excited for Joker, man, and I'm counting down the days, man. Like I want to watch that film right now. I just want to watch that film right now, but I don't trust reviews, man. Reviews have sometimes said films are amazing and they've not been amazing, so I can't always fully trust reviews. Um, Super chat here from KT7. KT7 HH, did an elderly woman decorate your home? No, it was Santa Claus, man. Santa Claus. Oh, because of this picture here, man. Look, man. HH moves through, man. He moves through and he just slides through. He just slides through, slides through, like, man, So everything is all in a hush, hush, all in a hush, 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 man. Hush, hush, hush. That's what I've got. Little prosecco here, prosecco here, prosecco here. So what are you guys doing on the weekend then? What's popping on the weekend? How come you guys ain't clubbing on Friday nights? I'm too old to go clubbing, man. So clubbing right now is a young person's game. And so for you young people, why aren't you out Friday nights doing your thing? Doing your thing. What's the best formation in your opinion? Best formation. It's either a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3, dependent on the opposition that you play. I think in a 3-4-3, a 3-4-3 is good if you have great wide players. So in that four that you have, those guys can pretty much act as like your wing backs and also your wingers are well, no, sorry, mistake. So beauty of a 3-4-3 is if you've got really good wing backs. You've got your three strikers in there, you've got your midfield, and those two on the wings, they can really work as your wing backs. If you don't have really great wing backs, 4-3-3, because I believe in the attacking three. As much as I like strike partnerships, I think the attacking three is the best way to go. So either you have your false nine inside forwards, or you have your or you just have your three strikers. Because again, look at like Barcelona. Look at how good their three was. Like, and remember they had two generations of three. So they had they began with Eto'o, Henri, Messi. Then they went to, no, they had 3-3. So we say so they had Henri, Eto'o, Messi. Then they had Messi via Pedro. Then they had Messi, Neymar, and the Cannibal. So I just think like a three is something that I'd always roll with, and those three working together. So every time I play Football Manager, my formation is either 3-4-3 or 4-3-3. I never play a lone striker. I hate that formation. The formation I hate the most is like 4-5-1. 4-5-1, 5-4-1. Basically, the whole thing of having a target man lone striker, I hate it. I hate that formation. I either have two strikers or I have a a striking three. So that's how I always want to roll. Uh, all right, all right, all right. Don't worry, man. I got everything on the roll, man. So, from David Hill, best African player ever. Where? Um, hmm. The greatest African player, I would say, is George Weah. Yes, greatest. As far as just greatest, I achievements, impact is where. The reason why I like AC Milan, the reason why I have an affinity for AC Milan is because of George Weah. George Weah was the reason that he got me into AC Milan. The best African player, just in terms of ability, is JJ Okocha, just in terms of ability. But ability is one thing, it's about your effectiveness overall. So really, if just taking everything all into account, George Weah. And he's still, to this day, the only African player to win a Ballon d'Or. Um, do I now another interesting question? Who will be the next African player to win a Ballon d'Or? Salah, Mane, maybe. But can Salah or Mane win it ahead of either Messi or a Cristiano? For the last few years, I don't know. But then other people will start be coming in through. Um, no. As much as I love Drogba ain't the greatest African player ever. No, come on, he's not, man. He's not. He was very good, but I can't put him as a breast, man. You know. So Shevchenko and Henry are equal for me. Who do you think is better? Shevchenko was a better finisher. Henry was a better overall player. So Henry was a better football player. Shevchenko was a better finisher. So that's just quality of finishing, consistency of finishing, Shevchenko. Although how he didn't finish that chance he had in the 2005 final where Dudek made that insane save, I have no idea. But I think Henry overall, quality player. And guys, whenever you want, man, whenever you want, we can always have that very honest Thierry Henry conversation. I still hold him to be the best player in the Premier League. He's still the best ever player in the Premier League. You know, my personal favorite player in the Premier League is Zola, because Zola is the reason why I rolled with Chelsea. But taking everything into account is Henry. But in the biggest games, how good was Henry? In the biggest games, how good was Henry in the biggest games, man? We have to be real, man. Best player in the Premier League was Lampard. No, Lampard is the best midfielder in the Premier League. Yes, all that. As far as the best midfielder, there's Lampard is the Lampard might be the best goal scoring midfielder we've ever seen in the game. But in terms of midfielder, is Lampard a better midfielder than Scholes? I don't know. Is he a better midfielder than Gerrard? I don't know. As far as, because remember, when I think of a midfielder, it's not goal scoring, it's passing, creativity, possession of the ball, midfield regulation, winning the ball as well. So, but as far as goal scoring, Lampard revolutionized that position. To score those amounts of goals from midfield is insane. Absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Um, yeah, this whole Roy Keane thing, man. I don't really know about that. I think Roy Keane just has sour grapes. Can you? How can you say anything bad against Ferguson? For Roy Keane, he made you. Ferguson made you. Like without Ferguson, you'd be a nobody. You'd just be a very, very angry Irish dude, who thinks he's tough. Okay, go into the octagon with Khabib and let's see how tough you are. It's very good to act tough and talk tough. Go into the octagon with Khabib and see how long you last. So my thing is like, look, man, it's Fergie made him. So Roy Keane saying anything against Fergie, It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's just completely and utterly foolish, man. Completely and utterly foolish. Um, so Mileto, best striker of his generation. So his generation was he was after Shevchenko, wasn't he? So his generation was let me think. So who were the strikers around at that time? So David Villa was around at that time. Um, Drogba was around at that time. Torres was around at that time. Raul had retired. You could put in there Benzema. Henri was coming towards the end. Yeah, I think you might say Eto'o was the best striker of his generation. I think it was the best because remember, this was after Raul, after Batistuta, after Shevchenko. So in that period, 09 to because remember, even if he scored in 06, 06 wasn't really. I think Eto's peak was 09 to 2011. 2011. Because he was bloody amazing at Inter. When he went back to being I think basically when Stramaccioni took over from Mourinho and he put Eto as a striker, Eto was the best 18-yard box striker in the world. So yeah, I would say Eto was a insane striker. Insane. There was a point where if that ball is in the 18-yard box and Eto is there, boom. Similar to Torres. When Torres was at Liverpool, one-on-one, it's a goal. You put Torres clean through on a one-on-one, it's a goal. Clean through. It's a goal. So um, oh my gosh. Someone just had to go there. Peak Vanessa Blue or peak Iana Angel, man. Oh Lord. Someone had to go there. Peak 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 Vanessa Blue, man. She brought more to the table, man. She brings a lot more to the table, so gotta say that, man. Um can we be honest about Rooney? How good was Rooney really? Let's be real. How good was Rooney really? Rooney was a very good player. Was Rooney ever world class? Great, probably one of the best players. Was there ever a point where Rooney was the best player at Man United? When Van Nistelrooy was there, it was Van Nistelrooy. When Cristiano was there, it was Cristiano. When Van Persie was there, it was Van Persie. When Tevez was there, it was Tevez. Rooney was very good. I don't think Rooney was ever world. I don't think Rooney was ever world class. Even at his peak, I don't think he was ever world class. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. Uh, I don't think he was. And on what? How many? He scored one World Cup goal for England in like what three, two. I mean, I think three attempts or something. Bruh, come on, man. Bruh, let's be real, man. Uh, what do you think about dual nationals? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. But then people always like to choose. Technically, I'm a dual national, but if people ask me, I say I'm Nigerian. Technically, because I've got a UK passport and a Nigerian passport, but I don't see myself as English at all. Even if I've probably lived here longer than I in Nigeria, because I grew up in Nigeria and everything. I see myself more as Nigerian as I do English. I don't see myself as English. Like again, I still don't understand English humor, and I think I still feel like if a foreigner living in England. So when people ask me, I just say like I'm Nigerian. I feel more Nigerian than I do feel English. So in that sense, I'm technically dual national, but really I only see myself as one um, national. Oh yeah, Zlatan was there. Yeah, see, Aguero is another big time goal scorer as well. But I just think that if You're putting Aguero, Zlatan, Etso. I'm taking Etso over Zlatan and Aguero for sure. Pick Etso over pick Aguero, pick Zlatan. If I was going to rank it, I'll say pick Etso, pick Aguero, pick Zlatan. Zlatan is insanely overrated. One of the most overrated players of all time. Insanely overrated. People need to really chill as to how they actually view him, man. Oh my gosh, it's my dear friend Hamza, man. Oh my god. There he is, man. Yo, man, you feel free, man, to join the hangout. Yo, send me a tweet. Culture, Coach Nero, send me a tweet because it would actually be really good if we actually had an Atletico supporter on the hangout because I think Atletico look very interested. So send me a tweet and then we can get you in on the hangout this Sunday. So send your boy a tweet. From Abdul Shaks. Thank you very much for the super chat, Abdul Shaks. Besides your hairline, what big team will flop in Champions League? These headline jokes need to stop. These these headline jokes need to really stop, man. Because I mean, guys, come on, man. What big team will flop in the Champions League? Real Madrid worry me. I'm just putting that out there. They worry me. I'm not going to say anything to them, but they worry me. Liverpool will be fine. Juve will be fine. I'm worried about Juventus. I'm worried about Real Madrid. Atletico will be fine. Liverpool will be fine. Man City will be fine. I'm worried about Bayern. So the teams I'm worried for are Bayern. Who did I say? Real Madrid, Juventus. Juventus, I'm worried because of the Chiellini injury, and they didn't get Boateng to protect. And I think the league looks a bit shaky in that system. Bayern, I'm worried because the team isn't good enough. They don't have the personnel, and they've not really injected them with any new guys. Real Madrid, I'm worried because I think they're going to be heavily reliant on Zad. Going to be heavily reliant on Zad. But if I was just to pick one of them, I think the biggest worry I have is for Bayern Munich. Even if they've got a very easy group, I'm worried. I'm still worried about. So who's in Bayern's group again? So it's Bayern, Tottenham. Who are the other two teams? I think Tottenham can take out Bayern in both legs. I think they can take them out in both legs very easily. Yo, Gallo, yo. What up? Remember, guys, like the vid, guys. If you're in here, like that vid, man. And become a Patreon. Become a Patreon and, view that exclusive content. Exclusive content, man. One Punch Man Season 2 is pretty good so far. I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's pretty cool so far. I've enjoyed it a lot, man. And yeah, I'll give Attack on Titan a go, but I think after One Punch Man, I think I'm going to ride into Demon Slayer. I'm on my 14-day trial of Crunchyroll. So I'm probably going to do some One Punch Man tonight. So actually, yeah, I'll do a few episodes, but after that, Demon Slayer looks real good. Demon Slayer looks down my alley, So, do you think Liverpool could repeat in the Champions League HH? Yes, they can. It depends how seriously they take it, because I think Liverpool definitely want to win the Premier League. There isn't a major team to fear. Barcelona didn't get Neymar. PSG are perennial losers. Real Madrid are going to be over reliant on Hazard. They're not really a team to fear. Bayern still need to rebuild. The only other team to fear Liverpool is Man City, and Klopp knows how to play Man City. So Liverpool have a great chance of repeating. Now, we don't know what happens in football, because you could just have one of those games where things go wrong for you and things go right. So there's no guarantee that Liverpool can just waltz through, because things happen. Things happen, and who knows? Maybe Barcelona can just click. Maybe Bayern will click. But Liverpool, If they don't have any major injuries, they are built to retain their title. And I think that as long as Klopp keeps them competitive away from home, I don't know many teams that can beat Liverpool at Anfield, man. That's a tough place to go. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Anfield is a tough place to go. I think the only guys that can test Liverpool at Anfield are PSG with Neymar and Man City. Those are the only two teams who can beat Liverpool at Anfield. PSG with Neymar and Man City. No other team in Europe can beat them at Anfield. So when you put that onto the table, Liverpool have a very great chance of defending their title, man. There's a lot of insult towards Chelsea, man, which I find a bit interesting. Um, yo, Fortune, what up, baby? Thank you for your moderation, man. Thank you for your moderation, man. What up, man? Um, bro, Bayern, man. As I said again, Gnabry was good. See, Gnabry, I think keep it real. Gnabry, I think, is better for Germany than he is for Bayern. Keep it even realer. Gnabry was probably Bayern's best player last season. So you take all those things into account, man. Bayern should be worried. If Gnabry is your best player and is the guy that you're looking towards, you're not in a very good state. Bayern needed a big Coutinho. Not Perisic, Coutinho. Now, if Coutinho really balls and Coutinho brings that kind of Brazil form to Bayern, then Bayern could be very interesting. So how well Bayern do comes down to Coutinho. If Coutinho doesn't have an impact, Bayern are not doing anything in this Champions League. If Coutinho has a major impact, I think Bayern can be very dangerous. So if Coutinho is combining with Lewandowski, combining well with Gnabry, Thiago Alcantara is already cool. Defense worries me slightly, but you do have Pava and Hernandez. If Coutinho is on top of him and he fits well into the team, I think Bayern could be a very interesting team to watch. A very interesting team to watch. Salah is the best African player of all time. Okay. I will say nothing, man. But guys, look, see. What if, like, I think I see a lot of hates towards Chelsea, and I don't get what the hate is. Yes, Abramovich is rich, and he bought and he brought that cash. Okay. Chelsea, I'm sorry, Arsenal. I'm sorry, Tottenham. I'm truly am. Chelsea are the only team in London who won the Champions League. The last team from London to win the Premier League was Chelsea. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. Blame your teams. So in 2019, Chelsea is more relevant than Arsenal and Tottenham and West Ham in terms of London. Arsenal are a bigger team than Chelsea in terms of marketing, 100%. Arsenal have more fans, a bigger global reach, and are more popular in the world than Chelsea, 100%. But in terms of relevance, so I'm sorry, just being objective, it's Chelsea. So all this hate here is crazy. And guys, Chelsea are not expected to make the semis. They're not expected to. But what if they do? Because, guys, please don't let Chelsea make that semi. Don't let Chelsea make that semi because we're having a documentary. We're having a 50-minute documentary if that happens. Don't let Tammy Abraham become top scorer. Don't let Tammy Abraham get 30 goals. Because if Tammy Abraham gets 30 goals, Chelsea gets the semis of the Champions League, you're all going to look pretty stupid. Because you guys have insulted me like crazy. And I've taken it. I've taken it heavily on the chin. You've insulted me. You've yelled me. But look, man, if Chelsea do sign, bro, don't hate, man. Don't hate. Kendra Lost is more popular than Arsenal. I suppose that is an adult actress. Is that him? Um, Lisa Ann has a greater history than Chelsea. Lisa Ann is yeah, shout out to Lisa Ann. Shout out to Lisa Ann, man. Oh, Mane Salah. Look, I said again, look, man, that whole Mane Salah thing, man, it's irrelevant. What's the point? You know. So you say so Chelsea bought their success. Can the same thing be said about Man City? Can the same thing be said about PSG? So if I've got billions, I can't use my money to do the things. And look, and trust me, it is why I feel that international football is more purer than club football. Because in international football, you don't have all these guys buying teams and everything. I feel that it is much more pure. But it is the way of the roost. So last 9 minutes, guys. Last 9 minutes. Remember, man, if you desperately want any questions to be had, use the super chats. Remember, the super chats is how you help support your boy, or just do donate. If you want to do donate to the hot, just throw in a super chat to donation, man, and it will be very much obliged to your man HH, who is doing his best to try and give you guys that good quality footballing content, man. That's what I'm trying to do, just trying to give you guys that flipping content, man. Yeah, Balotelli, man. Something needs to be. I mean that's probably like a video for another day, man. What Balotelli could have been, because I think Balotelli would have been the best striker of his generation easily, easily without a doubt. He would have been the best striker of his generation. Um, Best striker of his generation, man. But he just didn't realize his talents, man. He just did not realize his talents. Who starts for PSG? Cavani or Icardi? Now he's there. In the league, I would go for Cavani. You bring on Icardi, maybe starting in a few games. I would ease in Icardi into being the main striker in the Champions League. So what I would do for Tuchel is I would try and basically just take a look. If let's say you play Icardi and he just doesn't work well with Neymar and Mbappe, then you make Cavani the starter. But if you bring Icardi on and he just seems to work well with Neymar and Mbappe and he's scoring goals, then you ride with Icardi. Because what's very good is that these are two very different strikers. Two very different strikers. So it could be a case where Icardi comes in and he just doesn't blend well with everyone. It just, they're not really on the same wavelength. And then perhaps, okay, it's cool. You could just bring him on as a super sub. But what if he works well? So I just think it's about gauging his performance and seeing what he can do, man. So if Tammy Abrams switches to Nigeria, the English media will finish it. Why? Based on what? I don't think. I mean, does he have any kind of crazy allegiance to? Does he have any crazy allegiance to England or something? No. Like, why would they finish it? No, no reason whatsoever. No way, man. Nah, man. Can Sarri get Juve to click? I believe so, but my thing about this is that I mean, where is his Jorginho? Because remember, you're looking at Napoli, Jorginho and Alan were very important for that system in moving the ball. Looking at Chelsea, Jorginho was very important, but then he then turned Kante into a different player that we now see. So maybe what he's going to do is really try and enhance Pjanic's game, enhance Khedira's game, and enhance Ramsey's game. But Rabiot, I think Rabiot is Sarri's Jorginho for this Juve team. So I think Rabiot is going to have a very, very important role to play for Juventus, you know. And I don't think I don't know. Well, is he injured or something because he didn't play in the Napoli game? So because again, I rate Rabiot. You know, I think Rabiot at his best, he's definitely a tier two player, definitely a bona fide tier two player. I think right now I say tier three, upper tier three, but I think at his best, he's definitely a tier two stalwart. I think the guy is real good. The guy is a real good player. But I think he's going to be very important to what Sarri wants to do because remember, Juve have not really yet been playing in the Sarri system yet. So, um, I finished season one of Attack on Titan, and I'm now on season two of One Punch Man. So yeah, and yeah, so basically my reviews on the channel. So remember, guys, you know, have hope sorts. Subscribe to my entertainment channel. It's called Have Hopes Hot. If you go to the channel page of the Football Hot, it should be on related channels there, and just click there. So click on the and sub, man. Watch the videos and subscribe away on my other channel, Half Hope Subs, man. You know, I want to get to 1,000 subs. I think I'm on 500 and something subs there. So I'm just trying to get to 1,000 subs, man. So hit me with the heavy hitter, hit me with the heavy hitter, hit me with the heavy hitter, hit. So Pjanic can play that Jorginho role. Okay, we'll see how well Pjanic can do. But I think Rabiot, I think he's got the required skill set to play that Jorginho role than Pjanic. I think Pjanic's best role is the attacking midfielder. You know, I think he plays better further up. I think Pjanic plays much more better deeper. So I think he'll work with it as the deep line playmaker and the guy who really maintains and sets the tone of the game. So that's just what I believe. Cheating Chelsea. Why are you hating on Chelsea, man? Leave Chelsea alone, man. Leave Chelsea alone. Leave Chelsea alone, man. Let them be, man. Let my boy Abramovich live. Who will win La Liga? Who will win La Liga? That's a good question, you know. I suppose the wise answer is to go with the guys who've won it previous times before, so to roll and keep it with Barcelona. And I'm going to still stick with Barcelona, but I believe it's going to be between Barcelona and Atletico. Real Madrid are not. I think Real Madrid are in the conversation. I don't think Real Madrid are gonna do it, man. I don't think Real Madrid are gonna do it. So I'm gonna say Barcelona. Although Atletico look good, but remember this is still very early, man. I know Atletico looking good. Atletico look good, but it's still very early. It's still very early, man. So that's the thing. It's still very early in the days, man. So, are Liverpool more likely to win the league or retain the Champions League? As crazy as it may sound, retain the Champions League. Man City are never, as long as Pep is with Man City and they have that money, they're never losing the league. If Liverpool win the league ahead of Man City, that would probably be Klopp's greatest achievement. Because the Man City, their squad is too strong. Like Liverpool's squad can't compare with City's squad. Like because Pep just has crazy money. He has crazy money and he has built an insane squad. And I do believe that he has spent this money on this squad because I feel that Pep wants to win all four trophies. Because I think Pep really believed that they could have won all four trophies and created history. So 100% Pep is going for all four trophies. I don't think anybody can beat them in the Premier League. But Champions League, Pep just has these brain freezes, you know, and I just think he just gets these knockout games wrong. So I just think for Liverpool, I think it is more likely for them to retain the Champions League than win the league. But they've started well, 100% record. And the key thing for Liverpool is like it's those key games. Those key games. They have the consistency. They'll always be consistent in everything. But when it now gets time to win, this is a critical point. Okay, City have now dropped points. Are you now going to win? So when City drop points and now Liverpool play, can they win? Can they react? That's the key thing. Is your reaction? Is your reaction? It's not the easy games. It's those tough games. It's those pressurized games, man. Those are always the key ones. Do you rate Benteke? No, I do not rate Benteke. From 8T Obey, who says, make sure to watch season 2 and 3 of Attack on Titan. I will. I mean, let me finish off season 2 of One Punch Man. So after I finish season 2 of One Punch Man, I will give Attack on Titan a go, because for me, I say, you know what? You're telling a story. So at the end of season 1, I had no bloody idea what the hell happened. I was like, so why is this chick like in one of the ice plates? How does she protect herself? How the hell can these dudes use Titans? How the hell and why are these the only two people who can become Titans and everything? So there's still stuff that I have no idea what is happening. But I think that's the whole beauty of a story. I do feel that the answers will be revealed in season 2 and season 3. But for this, what the homie Saitama is doing, guys, it's been swell. It's been good. I mean, but guys, let me tell you this. So, do you? Because obviously, we obviously have the hangouts on Sunday. So, do you prefer these kind of Q&As for the live shows, or do you want a combination of Q&As and news stories and going through news stories? So, do you prefer news stories and doing news and just talking about the latest football news and then Q&A, or a combination, or just a Q&A? So people say combination. All right. So combination, mix it up, both. Combo. All right. So guys, Saturday. So basically, probably what I'll do is, I think what we'll do is that, so Monday we've got the football dogger on Monday. I think I may even be able to go live on Monday. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we'll do that like a news show. Thursday I'll take my rest. Friday probably do maybe a preview show. So Friday probably do that as a preview show or a Q&A. So Friday will be like a preview Q&A, Saturday Q&A, and then Sunday hangout. And then that's how we're going to do it, man. But no, movie hangouts will come. So I said again, if I can just get to 1,000 subs, because once I get to 1,000 subs on my other channel, Half Hopes Hot, then that's how I'll be able to get monetization. So once I'm able to get monetization, then I'll be able to do a lot more hangouts and things. So please get your boy to 1,000 subs on the Half Hopes Hot. I'll probably put a video out on it. Peace out, stay true, stay real. Your team love is a brick.